guys, welcome back to wherever you're watching this from. I've been posting my videos both on Instagram and YouTube. So, if you don't know my Instagram, here it is. I don't know, it's somewhere over here. And if you're watching this on Instagram, just click the link in my bio. This is the video you're gonna be seeing in full. This topic is a whole lot more than 15 minutes, so Instagram will not do it will not do me justice. So yeah, today we're gonna be talking about schizophrenia. We're gonna talk about the symptoms, the causes, diagnosis, and the treatment. So just stay tuned, share if you care, spreading my love and awareness. Catch you. So, schizophrenia is a chronic psychiatric disorder, and it has so many myths and misconceptions, like the way that the movies portray it and everything. But you know what? I'm here to inform you. I'll tell you everything that you need to know, and I hope I'm not watering down anything or saying anything wrong, but this is what schizophrenia is, and we'll be telling you a whole lot more. Just subscribe, follow me. You get to learn a whole lot. You get to learn a whole lot from everything I'm going to teach you. So many people assume when I say schizophrenia, you see some multiple personality disorder type of mental illness, but that's not what it is. So just stay tuned to find out more. I'm heading on to talking about the symptoms. We
actually have 4 types of symptoms, and I feel like these are 4 stages of symptoms.
And so we have the early symptoms, positive symptoms, negative symptoms, and the cognitive symptoms. So those are 4 types of
symptoms. I don't know if they're 4 types or 4 stages, but you'll get to hear what I'm gonna say, and you see why I feel like these are more of stages and types. Yeah.
So symptoms start to show in your early 20s. You're sort of in your teenage years, and you're getting out of your teenage years. So the early symptoms are usually discarded because people usually assume, that's how teenagers behave. Teenagers, So you might actually have schizophrenia, and you might not know, as well as the people around you might not know, because these are really similar to the way that us as teenagers behave, So yeah, number 1, isolating from your friends and family. Number 2, changing your friends and your social groups. Number 3, change in focus and concentration. You start to have sleep problems, irritability and agitation, and pure... Did I just say pure? Okay, I meant to say poor academic performance. Then moving on to the positive symptoms. The reason why these are called positive symptoms is because these symptoms are typical symptoms that can be found in people that also may not have schizophrenia at all. So that makes it a bit confusing, because people without schizophrenia can also have these symptoms without having schizophrenia. Here they are. So we have hallucinations, seeing, hearing, smelling things that others around you cannot. Then delusions, believing something despite evidence and facts that it is not true. You also have thought disorders, which are unusual ways of processing and thinking. Processing information and thinking. Then we have movement disorders, agitated body movements, strange postures. Yeah, those are the positive symptoms. And then the negative symptoms are symptoms that interrupt a person's typical emotions, behaviors, and their abilities. That's the reason why they are called negative symptoms, because they actually affect your day-to-day living, yours and maybe the people that are around you. So the negative symptoms are disorganized thinking or speech. You start to randomly say things that do not make sense. The way you construct your sentences, the things you're saying just don't add up. You're rapidly changing topics and nothing is really making a lot of sense, right? And then you have trouble controlling your impulses. You have odd emotional responses to situations. Like, you could be hurt and then you're not crying or showing that you're hurt, and maybe like something amazing is going on and you're not responding in the way that people would expect you to respond. Then we have lack of interest or excitement for life in general, like everything is just a bit dull for you in a way. Then we have self-isolation. You're isolating yourself, pretty clear there. And then trouble experiencing pleasure. Like, pleasure could be pleasure maybe in bed, anywhere else, like anything you used to get excited about or feel pleasure about, you will not exactly feel the pleasure that you used to feel when you felt it. Then difficulty beginning or following through with your plans. You've decided to do this, you don't follow through. You're like, okay, fine, let me like try this, and then you're not following through, and everything is just sort of falling apart because you're not pursuing what you're planning. And then difficulty in completing normal everyday activities. Normal everyday activities, maybe eating, showering, watching you. So the last type of symptoms are cognitive symptoms. They're called cognitive because these are subtle and they're hard to detect. If someone is showing them, you would not see at all. This comes with disorganized thinking, such as trouble focusing or paying attention. Then poor executive functioning or understanding of information and using it to make decisions. So you're not exactly perceiving information in a way that you're supposed to like then understand that information and use it to make actual decisions for your life. So yeah, last thing would be problems learning information and using the information that you've just learned. Moving on to the causes. So just like any other mental illness, causes are known or there are no causes. And instead of causes, we have certain things or factors that can put you at risk of getting schizophrenia. The first one being biological, meaning the chemical composition of your brain, whether or not they are balanced, or the hormones balanced, etc. An imbalance can put you at risk to getting schizophrenia. And then we have genetic factors. Your family history. Has anybody in your family had schizophrenia before? If so, that puts you at risk as well of getting it. And then we have environmental factors. Environmental factors such as viruses, toxins that you're exposed to, alcohol consumption, whether or not you have a chronic disease, etc. That puts you at risk into having schizophrenia. And then diagnosis. Moving on to diagnosis. The diagnosis is usually a 3-step process. Sometimes 1 step or 2 can be removed depending on what you're showing and what the professionals that are diagnosing you suspect you have and all of that. But usually it consists of a physical examination. They look at your family history, your own medical history, and then the last thing is a psychological evaluation. So that's just the same thing with any other mental illness. If necessary, sometimes they could skip one of the stages, because let's say it's pretty obvious you have something, so they're like, okay, we know what that is. So yeah, with schizophrenia, the doctor may diagnose it if you've had at least 2 of the following symptoms for a period of 1 month. So that's hallucinations, delusions, and disorganized speech. So if you've had at least 2 of these symptoms for a period of a month, then you can get the diagnosis of schizophrenia. Moving on to the treatments. No cure for schizophrenia. The treatments that are there and that are available are given lifelong, and they help to reduce the severity of the symptoms of schizophrenia. So there's medication as an option. You get antipsychotic medications. They help to reduce your hallucinations, delusions, and the other symptoms. And then we have second option, or I don't know. We have a different treatment, which is psychosocial intervention. That's basically individual therapy that helps you cope with the stress that comes with schizophrenia, and just it helps you cope and understand everything that's going on with you, and how to get on with life. Then we have vocational rehabilitation. Basically, vocational rehab provides you with the skills that you'll need when you're going back into the workplace and everything. So schizophrenia is something that you can have and still move on with your life. You can still work and do a whole lot of things. So that's what vocational rehab is for. It just provides you with skills going back into the workplace and into an environment like the society basically. Then there's also alternative treatments like fish oil, glycine supplements, vitamin treatments, and diet management. Those are the treatments that are there, and we have come to the end of schizophrenia as a subject today. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I hope I wasn't so worrying about it, but yeah, that's the end. Hope you guys are gonna share and spread the love and awareness to other people as well. If you haven't subscribed, please do so. If you haven't clicked that notification bell, do so that you know when I'm uploading next. Follow me on Instagram, because my Instagram and my YouTube channel one person here, my Instagram and my YouTube channel are doing great things, you know what I'm saying? So you do not want to miss anything there. And I hope you guys have a lovely day, a lovely week. This is actually my birthday month, so don't forget my birthday, okay? Bye guys.